Yes! Namaste! Namaste, Divine Feminine. It's your time. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Namaste, Divine Feminine. What's going on? Are you right? Are you feeling freaky tonight? That is what they, them, and is wondering. They are imprisoned in the corners of their tiny minds. I almost said tidy. They're not tidy, mate. They're full on dirty scumbags seeking a vacant orifice to purchase in over the crimbo season. I think not. I think not. I'm here to stop you from making foolish mistakes. Here at Don't Get Smoked Central, you will be what? Turn to the light. To the light! Let's get the planetary energies out today, darling dears, before we dive into this particular peccadillo. Because they, them, and is getting what? The full brunt and effect of what? Ghetto Groundhog Day. What they truly deserve, darling dears. They cut you to your white meat. Taught you how to erect boundaries, blood. Made you get a circle that's so small, you have to hop in that circle. You can't even put 2 feet down. But you're hopping on what? A strong flip-flop. What's that? Your common sense, blood. Planetary energies today. Namaste. Who's here? Alexis Holmes. First in the chat. Fist bump. Nathima. What's going on? Who's that? Mac Pedro, hello. Hi on Liv, hello. Sabrina Buckingham, what's going on? You left your palace to join us. I feel honored. Namaste, Sabrina. Who else is here? A Spike, hi. And Pressure. I could always do with a bit of pressure. Big Cat laughs during pressure. That's where I get my what? Grey cells on, hairline intact. Know what's going on, mate. Can't be what? Scuppered, right? Pressed, pumped, or perturbed about a bottom feeder trying to manifest me back. You better put me down and get me out of your mind, because I come with what? Consequences. Planetary energies today, darling dears. Jupiter in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus. And I already told you yesterday, a square's not kind of lovely. It depends on what planets are involved. In this particular case, it's a big opportunity, darling dears. Right? Opportunities that are going to be fortunate or going to fuck you over, mate. So you have to be careful and choose wisely. How do you choose? You sleep on it. You think about it. You pray over it. And it better not be a scumbag that you're praying over, because they will come back. Just like Beetlejuice and Candyman. The Scourge is imprisoned by thoughts of you. They bucked up on what? Gold diggers, brock pocketers that needed everything from them. They're working like field hands. Their faces looking like tram lines. Why? Because they're stressed. Working like a field hand for bottom feeders that don't appreciate nothing. Nothing. In fact, they're working so hard, right, that their significant other, the Scourge that they hooked up with, had to bring in what? A body double. Yes! All of that is going on at Crimbo time. Yes, baby. You had to realize, you had to stop allowing people to gaslight you. It's not funny. You're not crazy, big cat. You thought you was crazy for a long time until you met me. You're not crazy. You're just becoming the true you. You just needed someone to push you in your back. And thank God, I'm the cat for the job, mate. I'll push you in your back. I'll tell you how to smack yourself across the face and hold a chair pose before you invite the bringer of the darkness, back into your domicile, right? I'm not getting mad. I promised myself that I'm not breaking up with you today, Ken Bino. No! I'm going to talk you off the ledge, guys. I will talk you off the ledge. They helped you understand what was wrong in your childhood and what you had to fix in your adulthood, realizing what the 2 lives that you was promised, you've only got bloody 1. It's a lie. It's a lie. You don't have 2 lives. You've got 1. 1 to get your purpose on. We've got 33 in the chat. Same as Jesus and Bob Marley, darling dear. Ascended Masters. You took that blindfold off and crushed it under your flip-flop, Divine Feminine. You simply had to. How long was you going to be stupid for? STOOPID, darling dears. Until you realize that you are what? Proverbs 31:10, darling. I tell you this all the time. More precious than diamond and gold. Unique. One of a kind. You can't be replaced. Not by what? A doppelganger single white female from the backwoods, right? With yarn for hair and nefertum up and nanny in the air like a gang sign. They try to replace you with a Jezebel spirit. Ha ha! Good for them. That's why their face looks like a tram line and their back is bent from bringing in what? Their pittance, their pentacales, right? And it going straight into the trough, right? Of nobody knows where. A bottomless pit. They hooked up with somebody who is a pit bull on their pocket, their handbag, their wallet. They gave up intelligent conversation, right? For someone who has to what? Ask somebody else to help them cross the road, darling dear. They don't understand. They always need to be in the company of others. You had to break out of... Look at my shit. Keeps falling off. It's not real. Listen, leave me alone. Leave me alone with my things. I wanted a nose ring, but one I could take off any time. And this was absolutely fabulous. Evil eye and everything. I bought that shit. I bought it. And I use it now and again. Right? Anyhow. Who's that? Zephora. Dahita. Wagwan. New faces in these places. Jerica. Alert Journey. Hello. Fist bump. Ashley Dixon. One of my old faves. Turned up just to see what's going on with the Divine Feminines and the Scourge, the bringers of the darkness who want to tiptoe back into your silence, your peace, right? And prosperity. Listen, this thing is slipping off. The devil is a liar. Stay there. Stay. They need a nose glue. Stay there. Big Cat Chronicles continues. Let's dive in, Big Cats. Call in the energies of guidance and protection, Divine Feminines. We need to know what's going on as we stuff our turkeys. Or in some cases, Linda McCartney sausages. You dress them just so. Yes! Energies up, Divine Feminines, yes! They, them and You know what they did? They effed off, right? And they kept effing off until they got to the gate that says you must not, I repeat, must not F off past this point. And they've got the effrontery, right? To be what? In 2 minds on the gate. They need to jump off, mate, and continue to F off forever. Want to come and tell you problems about what they've got going on. I don't care. They didn't care about your hairline. They didn't care about your what? Your health. They wanted you crack on crazy. You had high blood pressure, right? You was walking on them eggshells, blood. And then they had the cheek to ask you for sex. It felt like grape. You know what I mean, darling dear. Grape! Grape! Yes! Scumbags and slappers. Now they realize the end of the cycle, that they really can't come back. They are trapped in the corners of their effed up mind, right? Trying to work out a way in how to what? Catch the attention of a big cat, no less. The same big cat that they said, what? You are full of shit? They told you that your genitalia stinks. They told you all sorts. Made you this small to make themselves feel big. They thought they'd go out there into the backwoods, right? And find another you. Get that same treatment out of what? A body double. It can't work. There's only one you, big cat. You've got that certain je ne sais quoi. Listen, it's gonna have me screeching like a banshee as I sip my mocha, cause I ain't getting smoke blood. Right, let's dive in, darling dear, see what's going on, because it's obviously going to be Divine Feminine versus the Scourge. I'll use these two decks because they're very plain and you can see exactly what's going on. Right, we need to get the overall energy for this Scourge trying to come and jettison back into your existence. Right, not loving it, being on what? The wrong side of the street, blood. The wrong side. Where's my cards? Did I tidy them up so well that I can't find anything? No. Right. Let's see what's going on with these dick-dealing, mattress-backing animals in a kitchen or Cuban heel. Divine Feminine. We want to know, why do they want to come back? Why do they want to interrupt the space and time continuum? What's the matter with them? You know how to mind your own business, Divine Feminine. You've made it into a fine art as you co-created in the name of Father God Most High, working on your best masterpiece of all time. What's that, you darling dear? Yo! Opening yourself to your gifts, validating yourself, Divine Feminine. Some of you are so happy with the peace that you've brought upon yourself that you don't even know if you'd allow anyone in. I told you, law 18 of the 48 laws of power. Full-on isolation is dangerous. You've got to go back out there to what? Confirm that it's full of shit out there. Let's see what these bottom feeders really want. What did I say? They want to interrupt the space and time continuum. Imagine that, Divine Feminine. Where's my shit? Listen. I'm halfway through plaiting Karma and Moore's hair, right? I had to set aside a strong 8 hours. I did 4 yesterday and I've got 4 to do today. And I've got to go and get the red velvet cake, right? Listen, I've got tasks to complete. I haven't got time to be worrying about a bottom feeder that wants to come around for you better not come round here. I've got my property wired with closed circuit TV. I've got what? Nay, if they dare approach me when I'm walking towards my chariot of righteousness. I've always got 3 go-to moves, and I always go for the throat chakra first. Just like that. I will take my chances with the judge. We've got their files, Divine Feminine. We've looked through it and we laugh like this. Ha ha! They did this and I didn't do anything. Ha ha! They did that and I didn't do anything. All of a sudden, you laugh no more. You were straight-faced as you slipped into your Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. They want to come back from the past to rot it. Imagine that. Beggars beyond belief. London G, yes, the red velvet. I got to go to Costco, mate. Right? And then you know the queue's going to be wicked out there. Wicked. Right? Look! They want to come back and drop off a bit of codependency. I told you, Divine Feminine, be on the alert. Don't be tricked. They're going to come offering gifts, I told you. What do I think about the gifts if they offer them? I'll take it and I'll open it and see if it's got a resale value, because I'll be pawning that bitch by the day after Boxing Day. It obviously was given to me to further my empire, right? Or I might just send it back. I don't know. But I'm sure she's naive, not going to worry about that. Not when I've got 3 progeny to feed and I've got hair to plait. Are you mad blood? They want to come and drop off the codependency. See if they've got any what? Pull on you. You better not. Yes, I'm threatening you, but you better not. You better break yourself off. What do I mean? Go and masturbate. What's everybody getting silent for? Yes. Go and break yourself off before you speak to these people, because they will try and trick you. Right? Is it safe to love? Safe to love them? Let's see what this picture is showing. A whole naked baby and Cupid. I told you how I feel about Cupid. Just need a and a quick Listen, a whole naked baby, right? Look! We've got a harlot on a high horse. Are you mad blood? And we've got the stone cold killer in their armor, holding the sword of truth down. So they're coming straight with the straight fucking ease and lies. It looks like the Jezebel spirit, whomsoever they was in which devil they was in communion with, right, has run off. Possibly to a better circumstance. I told you, they was working like field hands, and a body double had to be brought in. Had to. What's on the base of the deck? You better listen. You saw me shuffle, right? You better release that X, otherwise you'll be like this, looking for your hairline, right? Your common sense, right? Your pentacles, because they be like this, picking their teeth in your handbag, your wallets, and your purse, picking at your common sense, right? Your self-respect. Oh yes, they'll be lovely for about 10 minutes. Then once they know they've got you hooked again, and then it's back, right, to rinse and repeat. Only now, this time, you're really gonna get it. Why? Because you dared to escape. You did a full tinky winky, and you didn't look back. You blocked them on everything. It was a block party. Let's celebrate. Yes. You bet. I'm threatening you again, Divine Feminine. Release that X. They want to interrupt the space and time continuum. We've already discussed this. You can't be blindfolded again. Because you know too much. The DNS is not for the faint-hearted. I told you, it's the dark night of the soul. Every time I talk about it, I've got to look over my own shoulder. Because I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Listen. You hold the whip, Khaleesi. And when you hold the whip, you run things. You just didn't realize how much power you had. Why? Because it was being drained by a parasitical bottom feeder. High Commander Decepticon, Prakala or Prakalisha, son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. Right. Let's get a rune. See what's going on. What's the matter with them and their haterade? Why are they still thinking about you, chaining themselves down, feeling weak? They're still weak over you, Divine. Oh, you got 2. Well, if we're going to get one, that's straight off the bat. Let's have Taiwas. What's this? Justice, darling dear. Nothing like justice being served slowly, right? Why? Because of war, darling dear. They wanted war with you. Matthew 10:34. They didn't come to bring peace. They came for a blade, right? Because they're a back, front, neck tabber. We don't say stabber, we say tabber. We take off the S. That's how bold and big they are. Tai was justice, represented by the letter T, the numbers 44, 45, 46, and 47. There was no justice for you, darling dear, but this is a season of resolution, right? It could also be to do with some kind of legal matter. They're trying to soften you up. Possibly to get out of a legal matter, to see if you're still feeble-minded. They want to know if you're a pig Misha or pig Michon. Yes, think about that, divine feminine. You better be going, I am not. As you drag down your top, how dare they? Bloody cheek of it all. The effrontery is afoot, darling dears. Why? Because karma is in the air. Because there is no higher court than the truth, darling dear. They see the fairness of you from a great distance. The distance you had to get to, right? As you did the Easter Island at Stevie Wonder. What's the other rune? The Palo Santo of it all. Oh, masculine energy. Ingus. Yes, it's always a masculine energy in it, divine feminine. Well, they said they were masculine. Listen, boy, child, what did K. Michelle say? You can't raise a man who's already grown. Ingus, represented by the Emperor in tarot, darling dear. And the numbers what? 13. Only 13. The letters N and G. This also speaks about a fresh start. They're wanting a fresh start, guys. They're coming for your psychological password, guys. Are you going to give it up that easy? Good golly and gosh. My lips are thin and my eyes are leery, mate. Leery and stuck in the corner of my cranium. Right? Because I'm not... listen. This person is a father figure. You could have been in a marriage. We already saw the justice. Or a long-term situation with this person. They was meant to be a protector and provider. The only thing they protected, right, was their secrets within secrets. And the only thing they provided you with was what? A reverse friar tuck. They left you in a space where all you wanted to do was go and see the flowers in the garden, for God's sake. What do you mean? It's crazy talk, blood. They left you looking for the flowers in the garden. Let me tell you something. Spirit said you better release them. Right, look what's underneath that. I kid you not. You bet in the upright, you better not make no effort. You better play possum. And I told you, we need to stock up on those sticks. You're saying, what stick, Case? I told you, the sticks with the vagina painted on them. And pepper the whole of your perimeter. They'll go after it. Just slap a fat, wet one on it, mate. A random stick. Make no effort, right? Because they know that you are worth waiting for. You're an earth angel, darling dear. They see the goodness in you, right? From the 600 feet and restraining, behind the restraining order, right? And Coventry, where you send them, where the rest of the what? What's that word Kung Fu Panda gave me? Basura! Oh gosh, I'm not gonna let go of that one. Basura! Yes! They see your work from a distance, darling dear. And if you had progeny, did they take care of your progeny emotionally? Did they? Did they make any effort after you said what? Laugh and light, you bastardo. Did they? You did everything, divine feminine. You was always doing everything. You just didn't realize that you're fabulous, gorgeous and lovely until you met me. I'll tell you this all the time because it's true. One of the chosen, so you are. What else does these bottom feeders want to reveal before we get into it, right? Oh, they're coming with their one-time, that low-down offer. Their front. Hold on a minute, my power's running out. I've got to plug something in. They're coming with their front, that That same tired front. Where's the... Listen. Just a second, darling dears. Let me just plug this in. Otherwise, we won't have any won't have any power. Right, let's getting it into the... listen, allow me, yeah? I'm trying, because otherwise I've got to call the 17-year-old in. And I told you, I try not to call him unless it's an emergency. Like more mocha is required. Because we ain't getting smoked. As I said, the tree sloth want to come around with the same offer. They're thinking if they can just get you into bed, if they can just get you into talking about the past. Listen, we all remember that frog march we did to what? The 911 Freddy Krueger mud hut. They had us by the scruff of our necks, right? Do you remember the frog march? It wasn't fabulous. Do you know what I'm saying? God is gangster. Thank you for popping in. You're not frog marching me nowhere, blood. I told you, these are your limb destructors. I use them high and low. No! They want to frog march you into a boudoir to drop a quick soul tie, right? And fucking ease on you. Possibly what? An itchy and scratchy that you can't watch off, mate. One that will have us all singing Amazing Grace. What is this? They're hoping that you don't love yourself, darling dear. They're hoping that you're able to be pushed around. They're hoping that you're so lonely, all you can do is go back to them, right? Because they got the unrequited love. Sucks to be them. I told you, they're imprisoned in their cranium about you, divine feminine. They didn't realize how fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely you was till you pissed off and kept pissing off, right? Because you had to escape. Chewed off your proverbial foot, right? This could be the one, bitch. Look at all of them flying monkeys in the background. Don't believe them. This person is wearing a red suit, mate, right? For somebody who's guilty, the Jezebel spirit. Listen, don't be flattered by anything they say. It's fucking ease. And this could also be what? Whole naked babies that you've had no idea about. This could be the one. Yeah, the one that takes you to the graveyard. Yes! Or the funny farm, where you'll be barking at passing cars, getting a big fensic. Thruple fensics, right? And psychic evaluations. No, this really could be the one that slips you right off the edge, mate. The edge of common sense, right? Look at this, I can't make it up. You better not reconcile with the devil's strongest worker. They will lick the devil's balls before they spin a tale for you, mate. Yes, told you. Full of shit, right? Masculine energy. We already saw it. Was meant to be a protector and a fighter, eh? Why are they at the back of the line then? You never cried so many tears, divine feminine. It was a full-on funeral. That wasn't a relationship. It's a situation shit. Crying all of the time. Nervous. Unable to speak up. Are you kidding me, blood? They think you're begging for it. That you want that you're gagging for what? If shit. And fucking ease. They wants to know if you're a cum bucket. I told you. Get the sticks. And paint them bitches and pepper your perimeter. They're so stupid. No, they're not stupid, they're stupid. CHEWPED. They'll run away with one of them. Just slap a fat wet one on it. They won't be able to tell the difference. Outrageous. Base of the deck. Coming in at a hot trot. I told you, when you see a face facing you in tarot, this is present energy. Cancer energy. They possibly might live at a distance from you, but they're coming, mate. Oh, they're coming, just like zombies, mate. Yes, they want brains, your brains. We're going to ask, what's going on with the Scourge first? What's the matter, Scourge? Bottom feeder, Pennywise son or daughter? Why do you want to bother divine feminine now? They don't understand how clued up you are. If they dare to come around you, you know what's going to happen, divine feminine. It wouldn't be fair. You're so clued up with the knowledge, understanding that power is power and you are holding the whip power grid. You'll only make them your bitch. Why would they want to come back and be your bitch? A peon, a gopher, to gopher. Are you mad? What's this? Oh, lots of bad things have gone on for them. Look at this shit. Queen of Swords, a bitter bitch, somebody who's sour, someone who's spying, someone who'd like to jettison down a rope and stab you right in your back chakra, right? Malicious words. They bucked up on a toxic situation where there was what? A toxic throuple. I told you there was a body double bought in while they was working like a field hand for the gold digger, gold digging tree sloth, right? And they're not happy, blood. This person is proper paranoid, blood. They're paranoid. Yes! Sun energy on its face? Are you kidding me? And it's not working where they are. There's been a breakdown in communication, guys. They've been with a bit of Betty or a bit of Benjamin and they're not happy, mate. Right? This is all what's going on with them. Good God. This looked like blood on the dance floor, mate. Queen of Swords on its face. This is somebody who is averse to lying. This is an older person. I'm talking upwards of 35, right? They've got themselves involved in a toxic situation, one where there was no true emotions, right? And whatever Skrilla they've got, they ain't got it now, mate. If they had a Skrilla.com, it's now just the com. There's no dot and there's no Skrilla. They're very unhappy in this situation. Sun card on its face, right? I told you, they're paranoid, blood. They're paranoid. Yes! Anxious, pressed, pumped, and perturbed. And the 2 3s on the tablet talks about choices, darling dear. They're what? Feeling the brunt of the choices they made. I told you guys the other day I got another ring, this one, right, to go with, well, not to go with, but it's another one that I loved. And guess what somebody left in the comments? Now, Case, you've got 2 rings to look for. I told you they're meanie. Listen, they tried to make me press, pumped, and perturbed. Listen, I'm wrapped around these rings like FBI. Is on Jussie Smollett. Yes! Want it, mate. Anyhow, they ain't happy over here. This is F shit fucking ease. Bad times. Bad tidings. Queen of Swords on her face. Oh, if I could, I've never been able to scream. You'd have got it, mate. If I could, I can't scream, but I've got a whistle. They want somebody to call time and bring the red card. They're going for it, mate. They've got themselves by the short and curlies, and they're not happy. Base of the deck. And you, Divine Feminine, have the effrontery to block them. Imagine that. Not putting up with it. Standing your ground, score tear. Speaking your truth. This is an active blockation. Can't you see them facing us? They're blocked, mate. They're blocked. Oh, gosh. Let me tell you something. Let me see what else is going on. Because there's always a deeper side to it, isn't there, Divine Feminine? What else? They're blocked. What else do you have to tell us? Look at this shit. They're blocked and they want you to unblock them. You better cut off that skulldugger's hand that's going to do it. Or what? Become a 9-fingered bandit like the one I told you about. Ha ha! Yes! What's this on the toxicity? Right? Rinse and repeat. They're in a situation that they want to end, mate. That they're being what? Pimped out. Right? Okay. Let them. What's this? Situation they chose. Third party. Look at this, the way the cards have lined up. What's this? And they know it. They know that they're going through some form of karma. They know it. They have to live with what they did. And they don't love it. Oh, well. And they know that they're dealing with a straight up bitch. Right? One that has no compassion, mate. Where's the money? What's this? And an effing liar just like them. Wow. Look look how life is so funny and strange, isn't it? Especially when you're not dealing with bottom feeders. Base of your deck, Queen of Cups, you put a lid on that what? Unconditional love. You know your worth. You know your loyalty, and you're not loyal to them. You became unloyal. I know. They didn't expect it. They thought you'd put up with it forever, Divine Feminines. Let's see what's going on with you. What's Divine Feminine serving in this season, this Crimbo season, right? Badass alchemist ways, right? Your table is set and your head is anointed. This also speaks about travel. You having all of the tools. Your communication is litty. I told you you'd make them your bitch. They better not come around, right? Listen. You're not up for no manipulation, right? Or anybody that went against your boundaries at any point in time. You're not having it blood. No! This is also a breaking of a marriage, a long-term situation, darling dear. You don't care. This person had no boundaries. They disrespected your spirituality, called you an idiot. That's a lot of cards. I'm not taking them because I don't like when it vomits out like that. Thank you. What's this? Leave them to the judgment, darling dear. And this also speaks about the ex wants to come back and get you naked so they can do the Watusi, right? And weave their wicked web of treachery. Judgment's on them, darling dear. Because you've been judged as well. Yes, you have. And you've been given a fresh start. Don't go back. Look, happy days are here again. For you, Divine Feminine. What's the... Listen. Look what you got, darling dears. 4 major arcana out of the 5. This was a spiritual lesson that you went through. You had to experience it and you had to conquer it. And you've been gifted as what? Professor of the puzzle, mate. They can't trick the King of Swords. You know how to gather intel, mate. You've got a file and you actively used said intel that you've gathered. Base of the deck, King of Cups. You've matured in your emotions, darling dear. They can't pull you about like taffy. Clarify. Clarify the magician, please. Yes. You realize that these offers are coming towards you. The Knight of Cups is somebody who wants to romance you. This also speaks about a date. Something that you've actually manifested. You may be going out on a date with somebody new, right? Again, split the deck. King of Cups, somebody who's emotionally mature. And what's facing behind the King, the Queen? You're about to meet your match, darling dear. Somebody who's going to offer you the whole cup. Not that crusty cup of hopium that's been around the world and and is filled with what? Cognitive dissonance, blood. Base of the deck, because you see things more clearly, mate. Listen, it's nothing like getting effed over, right? All of your boundaries broken down to wake up a big cat. You see what's going on. You're no longer trapped by the F-fucking-E's, mate, that they put into your cranium. You're not imprisoned by what they did. They tried to break you in the spiritual way. They wanted to break your spirit, and they was the devil's hardest worker. What else about this judgment card? Right? Your judgment is to attract what you truly deserve, darling dears. Your cup, your emotional cup will be filled how you truly deserve, Divine Feminine. Base of the deck, because God gives, right, to his children, his divine children that understand the rules, the judgment of it all, the justice of it all, darling dears. Protector and provider is about to gift onto you. Right under the sun card. And whatever intel you've gathered, you're about to get Skrilla.com, mate. This is a return to your common sense, your health. This is also my ring-bearing card. Somebody's gathering intel on you, darling dear. Could it be this King of Cups that's coming to make what? A divine union with you? The King of Cups is somebody who will what? think before they speak. This is an older partner, somebody who lead with the compassion. The King of Cups is somebody who is set. This is somebody who's wealthy, darling dear. They made the right decisions, right? With their finances. This person has now got the time to sit back and talk. They've been through a thing or two, right? And they're coming to offer to you. Dismal bottom feeders. They need to be taken off, mate. Right? Let's get another deck and see what else is going on, Divine Feminine, because this is a flipping joke, mate. Come from the backwoods to cause mayhem again. Let's get another deck. I'm going to use the True Love Oracle, mate. Listen. Base of the deck. Look! Bullshit! Distorted masculine. He's wanted at the prison and the bank, mate. And both of them are going to give it to him without Vaseline. I told you. Let's see what's going on. That was a lot. Oh, what's going on? Any more intel for Divine Feminine from this Joker, right? Look! In the upright Divine Masculine jumped out as distorted masculine. Don't trust them, right? This person ain't got no self-respect. They've got no shame. They want to take the what? The skullduggerous walk back to you. They've got no shame. You better not connect with this bottom feeder, mate, because they will be spinning you, right? A whole consortium of lies. This is a toxic situation. You are not attracting your true partner if you take them back, right? And this gardener came to pull up all your flowers, mate. They're not going to be nice and friendly. No. No. Divine Feminine, you better be on the alert, mate. Buff up your third eye to a bitchin' shine. 138 in the chat room. Namaste, big cats. If you're enjoying the read, please hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and share. I told you, black pocketers. Buddy, have you got a dime? What's this? The universe says no. Don't let them in. It's a creature from the backwoods, right? Looking like they need a facial, a bath, and antibiotics. Don't let them back in. Why not? Why can't they come? Because they're looking for a good Samaritan, someone that they can use. This is an opportunist, darling dear. They see you as a Samaritan, one who continually turns the other cheek. You better spin that cheek around, mate. Spin it around and show them your ass. They're looking for a Samaritan, someone, a helpmate, right? Someone to heal them from that skullduggeration and scupperation they got from the tree slough. What's this? Have no faith in that situation. Expect to be scuppered. Right? And clueless. Because I told you, they've got a whole bag of new tricks. Lies upon lies. Their secrets have secrets. Right? What about this lack of self-respect, darling dears? What about the lack of self-respect? You better pass that situation, mate. In the reverse, they want you to fail, darling dears, right? They want you to fail in anything that you've got together since you left them alone, right? It will be a never-ending cycle, right? Another funeral where you'll be crying and kicking yourself. Why did I allow myself, right? Told you, they've got an itchy and scratchy in their pantaloon for you, darling dears. What's this? And they come with the conflict and the chaos, blood. That alone beggars beyond belief. Look, your guardians are there for you, darling dear, making sure that you don't make this reconnection. You're not supposed to go back. Not for nothing, mate. Remember what happened to Lot's wife? She didn't even get the chance to go back. She just looked over. Don't even look over your shoulder, blood. Keep moving forward. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, we've got no time to be looking to the side. Because if you look to the side or behind you, you'll go on the ropes and be scuppered, disqualified. Your guardian angels, ancestors, way showers, they're protecting you, darling dears. I've told you this many times. You was chosen from your lineage to break generational curses, to co-create generational wealth, to turn round and help another big cat. Your testimony is somebody's guide to get great. What else? While we're here, what? If you go if you go back, you're gonna lose your shit. Whatever your shit is, mate. Listen, I've got a lot of shit to lose, mate. Yes, you'll lose your shit. All the blessings that you've been gifted with, darling dears. That means you're saying to Father God, Mother Isis, the universe, right? All of your helpers, your ancestors, way showers, spiritual guides, you're showing them that you, divine feminine, want to share in their karma. You're begging for a slice of that zemblanity after you've been warned many times, Law 10 of the 48 laws of power, to avoid them. You'll lose all your shit, mate, right? In the conflict and chaos as you're clueless, wondering what's going on. What else? Infertility, darling dear. That also speaks about lies. There's nothing new you'll learn from this, darling dear. You'll be what? Mulling over old bones. While you're losing your shit, right? You better pray. Pray! And beg Father God, Mother Isis that this scourge doesn't revisit you, right? Because they only come for what you bring to the table, right? There's no higher power involved in their ministrations, right? And they've got a drug or alcohol problem. They've got addictions. What else? There must be something else. Oh, this is out. Listen, divine feminine, you better not go back. And if you do, don't tell me. Just become anonymous, as you will be amongst them. Once they've gotten all of your power grid to go and what? Take you to somewhere else. Be the representative of you somewhere else. No, babe. Don't tell me. Become anonymous. I only save you I only make a saving. What? A mission impossible for you once in a millennium. I can't come back in a million years to help you out. No. Very busy. Right, what of my deck of the wicked? What else do we need to know about these bottom feeders? Listen, can't you see this? A broken rubber band was amongst them, betwixt it, right? They're coming to break whatever cycle that you've put into your situation. Everything is a sign in the readings. Goes right in the dustbin. Coming with the F and E. Listen, it's going to make me do the Tourette's again, Black, right? And I've got a calm down case. Hey. Oh, listen. Did you see that? I was putting it back and this one jumped. They're below ground zero, blood. They're at crisis point, right? Hobosexual on the move. Only got the strength of one bill to pay, the mobile bill, to keep in contact with what? The horde, the animals in a kitten heel, the tree sloths, right? They're in prison, mate. Mental prison. Nothing like what? Court on this Malkuv. They're below ground zero and they're proper dusty, blood. They want to come through with their dusty scrotum. If that don't make you clutch your pearls, I don't know what is. What's this? I spit in your food or drink. They're trying to... Listen, this is the right time to develop an eating disorder and what? A non-drinking. Right? Nil by mouth. If you have the unfortunate, right, to be around these scumbags, right? Because what? Spell work is afoot. They'd love to tie you again, big cat. Why? They didn't realize how fabulous and gorgeous you truly were. Your skills, right? Your certain je ne sais quoi was hidden from them. Yes, you may have shown things. You may have spoken about spirituality. You may have become a counselor, a Reiki master. You may even have tarot cards. But you was not the full you until they was gone, darling dear. Till you stopped being what? Cloudy of eye and crusty of lip. They want to come through with scallower, terrorizing their mouth corners, the scales of it all, mate, right? Because they're in court. I told you. Some of them are in court on Malkuth, and some are in court on Inkeetha. Nothing like being in spiritual court, mate. For Father God to give you what? That smack down. Yes. And the thing is, right, the unfortunate thing, if you've got progeny with these bottom feeders, darling dears, you have to work twice as hard. Why? Because you don't want that karma to fall on your progeny to the second and third generation. So you've got what? 2 jobs, right? One to make sure that they piss off and keep pissing off, and the second one is to get great, break generational curses so it doesn't fall on your progeny. They wasn't easy. They gave you a bog off, mate. What's that? Buy one, get one free, blood. Yes, all sorts of attachments. You better tell them to bog off. Right? What's this? They're getting a spiritual kick, right, in their spiritual nutsack. They've got legal woes, right? So they're looking for what? A donation, darling dear. They want your skrillers.com or even a donation of your common sense. Yes. You've been what? Fighting with someone who's only got a birth certificate and your credentials, darling dear. If you was to roll them out. Come on. Your credentials, right? They've got a court order on them, possibly to pay something that they can't afford, right? They're being tracked, I told you. Just like Juicy Smollett. Some of them are about to go to prison. Physical prison, right? They've been hiding a criminal past. This is why Google is your friend. Don't take anyone at face value. No one. Because everyone's got an agenda. Forewarned is forearmed, right? They're in court, darling dear. What did I say? They're coming to what? Double down on the effing you over. I will break you for leaving. Right? What's this? Your Chiron. Your hands are like this. But I found my Chiron. Yes, darling, calm down. You found your Chiron. Yes, you're right. I told you you're right, divine feminine. You found your... I found my Chiron. Yes, darling, you did. And you're doing fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Right? How to heal yourself. Right? You have to what? It's time to toe tag that pain. Right? You are a natural healer. Right? And you heal yourself from codependency. That wasn't easy. Because when one skullduggerous person is unmasked, it opens up all your eyes to see all of the other listen, they're legion, blood. Legion. And they want to come to yours to eat crimbo dinner with you. You better think long and hard before you take your good, lovely, fabulous, gorgeous self into known enemy territory just for a bit of turkey, or Linda McCartney sausages. You're gonna put up with that toxicity, are you? Think long and hard. Pray over it. Before I step into an enemy's domicile to eat or drink from them, because I told you, I eat from no one. I walk with my melons in a baggie, right? My sealed bag of almonds, salted, and my fizzy waters, right? You can't make me eat. Because it'll be like Miss Seeley when that mister, she found out he'd hidden all of her letters, mate. There'll be bread knives bandied around, right? And I'd have to say something like what? Move your movable blood clot and go broke your neck under your mama. Yes, divine feminine. They're going to make you get down there and dirty with them. Don't do it. What about this spell work? Right? Oh, I slept with your person because I want your life. Yes, I told you they use some kind of attachment, some kind of spell work to get them. Blood magic. Yes, they love to dip their period blood into certain things. Do a Watusi through the graveyard, all to get this person, when they didn't realize that this person was what? The devil's strongest worker. So what? Pooey on Yui. Ah, good for you. Right? Because Divine Feminine, you've got your Chiron. You know how to heal. Right? And you are too blessed to be stressed, darling dear. Blessed in their face. Right? They can't take it. They've got the CT. What's that? Can't take the big cat. Right? Because you're getting Dharma, clearing your ancestors' karma, as well as what you was born into. North Node, me say? North Node, you say? Right? What about this court? Yeah, they need to be in court because them is a thief and a liar. Listen, 2 wicked bedfellows, mate. 2 wicked bedfellows. This is why they're in court on Keitha and Malkuf. I can't make it up. What's this? I will break you for leaving me. Bitch. If that don't make you do 10 more press-ups and a quick chair pose, I don't know what will, mate. You think that I work out, what, 5, maybe 6 days a week, right? I'm working out to kick your ass, mate. I'm not working out to keep healthy, to kick your ass. Yes, I got them guns. Those what? Muscles of strength. What do you mean? Right? I will break you. Better make sure that your restraining orders are intact, darling dear. Don't answer any texts. Don't open the door. I told you, if they dare approach your door, you get your shiz. You go to an upper window and just release it. It'd be like chicken licking. They'll think the sky is coming in. And it is your duty as a spiritual being having a human experience to call 999 or 911 or 119 if you're in Jamaica. But I don't know who you'll be calling because they've got no ambulance service in Jamaica. I know. If you hurt yourself, you're getting put in the back of someone's car, mate. Hey, stop. Whoa. Listen. Restraining orders. Make sure you've got them in place, darling dear. Why? Because they're a weirdo. And they've got mental illnesses. And they come into blame shift on you. Do you remember what your Christmas is like? Every Christmas you was with this person, you had a reason to cry. They made you cry. It was a flipping funeral. Right? They're coming with what? Wicked intent, right? To kidnap your common sense, right? And their mask will be slipping toot sweet, right? They was touched and molested as a child. Many of us were. But we didn't use that level of wickedness to what? Do it to our own progeny or hurt anyone with that pain. And if you was and you told them about it, they used it against you. They threw it back in your face. It happened to me. Love to tell me that your father done F you off already. Love to tell you that. Not bearing in mind that I was 6 years old at the time. They're wicked to the core. Don't take them back, darling dears. Don't do it. Right? Look what they want to drop off. A quick soul tie. You want your ancestral team on drugs, mate. You want them taking the hardcore drugs. I don't know what drugs that is, right? In the unseen. But you want them on that, right? If you're going back into that, so you're going alone, blood. I'm not coming with you. I'll fight you. What did I say? Stay out of the indecisive energy because they're going to lick the devil's balls before they come to tell you. Right? Right? They're an airbender and a hoodwinker. Be on the alert, divine feminine. 'Tis the season to be vigilant. It's making me stutter and stammer. Told you, they're trying to interrupt the space and time continuum. And guess what? A black cat is a main feature of the Matrix movie. I know, big cat is everywhere, darling dears. Big cat everywhere. What's this? Oh, Oh, some of them have got surgery, or they're sick, whomsoever they're with, they use the money to get surgery rate, and it didn't help with none of their bottom feeding issues. They should have had what? A lobotomy. That would have been better. They will have you as a victim of hate from the gate, right? Certified ass kicker. They like to deliver a two-piece and not a KFC two-piece. No, right? They want you with what? A fat lip and a black eye for crimbo, right? I lied to everyone about what really happened. Listen, you are the town harlot, you are brock pocketers, you are cursed. This is all what they're telling you, telling people about you when they're really speaking about themselves, right? They don't follow their intuition. I told you, they are led by the devil himself, right? What's this? Some of you may be a public figure, have a social media platform, darling dear. This is why they're coming back. Demo conjo pentacale. Not because of love, darling dear. Love of how they look, being around you. Told you, still trying to get your power grid. Right? Somebody's about to get £1 million, darling dear. This is what a jackpot. A new idea, a new business, whatever you've got going on in your cranium, divine feminine, you better make sure you patent that bitch and get it out there. I told you, there's $2.3 trillion on the tableau for creative works, right? We've gone from what? Bricks and mortar to click and order. Get with it, divine feminine. You've got £1 million ideas. So sad, too bad, you're not giving them a skinny dime, right? Noof node, me say. Noof node, you say. Your North Node, right, will put you straight back on your life's purpose, darling dear, out of your comfort zones. Bitch, look, this is who's coming back for you. Not the love of your life, or somebody who all of a sudden thought you was lovely and fabulous and gorgeous. No, they're coming back for the status you provided for yourself, divine feminine, this stable foundation. And a narcissist doesn't get no better when they get older. They get worse, mate. Worse. Right? Look! What did I say? Can I come back? How about hell no? Listen. Aries energy. This goes again to what? Mars energy. This was also represented by the what? The Emperor. Listen, my nose ring just fell off and now it's lost forever. That's why I had to look down. I was thinking, what's that? Bitch, look what was on the floor. You better not get back with them, divine feminine. Spirit wanted me to see this card on the floor to remind you how they destabilized your foundation. How there was a, look at this shit. You was in love with them, mate. That person was what? They had plans of him. Look in their eyes. It was a match made in Hades for their benefit only. Don't go back. Pisces energy. Pisces is the 12th house, darling dear. What's that? Karma is upon them. Don't go back. Whatever you do. Right? What else do we need to know? What did I just say? Retreat! Free yourself, blood! Save yourself! Right? Because this is outrageous. They wants to come in, right? But you're already in separation, darling dear. It nearly killed you. And they're coming in a full metal suit, right? With flying monkeys and Cupid is amongst them. So it's not true love, darling dear. It's what you have created for yourself. Even if it's just peace and quiet, they want to brock in on that, mate. You're not allowed to be happy and peaceful, right? And you don't fancy what they've served. There's no chemistry between you. It's dead, right? Attraction and let your friends help you. I'm your friend. I'm your best friend, right? You are not a flower to be plucked, darling dear. You are a prize to be won. I'm your friend, blood, right? You better close your mind to that situation. This person comes with what? Duos and thruples, mate. This also looks like a third-party situation or was it a threesome? That was gruesome, right? Religious factors. I told you, some of them use just your spirituality and your what? your calm nature, the fact that you wasn't what a marauder, that you was quiet against you. How dare they? You heard that beep? It's the truth, Roof. Pinky's up. Yeah, honeymoon phase? Which honeymoon phase? You're going straight to Guantanamo Bay, blood. And they're not your true love. Know this. They never loved you, Divine Feminine. They never loved you. They are an opportunist. It's what you provided at that moment in time. They don't love you, darling dears. They don't know what love is because they don't love themselves. Yes. They want you to give it one more chance. Interrupt the space and time continuum. Do it if you think you're big and bold enough, mate. Because you will get the karma that they're going through. You're going to get it. Don't do it, Divine Feminine. Not today or any other day. Can you get one final word and then I'm out of here, darling dears. I've got to get to Costco, get in that queue, and then finish off Karma Moore's hair. I'm busy, mate. Then I've got to go and season up all of them dead animals I'm waiting to cook. Listen, when I tell my children I'm cooking dead animals for Christmas, they looked horrified. They was like, what do you mean, Mummy? You said you want turkey, you want pork, you want all of these dead animals. Final cards. It's your time to breathe again, Divine Feminine. Some of you have learned to meditate. You don't want to be in a situation where you're holding your breath, waiting for someone to what? Break it on down on your consciousness. Time for you to breathe and expand. Oh, straight out. This person is a merchant of slander. Don't tell them nothing because they're ear hustling, right? Move in silence. Shut up. Tell nobody your next move, not even your left hand, mate, right? Because they're coming with plans within plans and they've got issues, mate. Family issues. And this is family members as well. Whomsoever you've sent off for Coventry, leave them in the friend zone or the unfriendly zone. Become unloyal for Crimbo. Why not? On that note, I drops me mic. Don't love the Teesprings. Don't love the Patreon. Or come back here, where I will be coming through with the intel for you. And as I always say, don't get smoked. They're stuck in their cranium, darling dears. They're trying to get your what? Your happy slappy back, mate. I told you, get them sticks and pepper your perimeter. Paint a vagina on it. They won't know the difference. Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. 'Tis the season to be vigilant, big cat. Pinky's up.